A couple of Sundays ago, my wife and I were standing out on our back porch trying to see if we had any damage from the storms just a few minutes before. The power was out and it was very dark. All of a sudden, lightning came from all directions. It was both spectacular and frightening at the same time. The next day, I spoke to some other people who said they saw the same thing at the same time we saw it. It was visible for miles around. In Matthew 24:15 through 28, Jesus continues to tell His disciples what it will be like just before His glorious return. Many of the events of that time will be terrible times of destruction and judgment that no one would ever want to be a part of. Then, speaking of His return, Jesus says in verse 27, "For as lightning that comes from the east is visible even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man." The second coming of Jesus Christ will be, as one writer describes, unquestionably public. When He returns, it will be as visible as lightning from the east is visible even in the west. It will be impossible to miss Him, and His return is a great hope for everyone who has trusted in Him as their Lord and Savior, because He will return in victory and reign as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.